What a bummer.
Where Atlanta meets Memphis and real life gets talked about for real.
But what a bummer.
Welcome to Bummerland.
I respect you, you respect me. We can talk it out, but let folks breathe.
Baby, what a bummer. I'm a Bummerland. Step on in, come talk the talk if you can. From the A to Memphis, we keep it real. Laugh a little, heal a little, say how you feel. Tune into the What a Bummer podcast.
Now let's talk about it.
Alright, what's up everybody? This Champ the Big Ace. Welcome back to Yaya. And welcome back to What a Bomber episode 13. How you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm good. I made it through my not a full second week of work, but a couple days of my, driving solo at the job. So I made it to the weekend, so I guess I'm doing alright.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Alright. Well, this is episode 13. We had the previous episode about what the poly, and this episode is dedicated to more of a, intimate concept of being a black man. So initially, we were just talking, and it kind of just pivoted from a more funnier subject about, Yaya wanting to know what it would feel like to have a dick. So, and then it snowballed into like what men go through, what it's like to be a black man. So that's kind of how we landed on this topic for this episode. So it's initiated from some, not gonna say craziness, but just some random conversations to to more of a deeper subject. So,
which always happens. They probably get on your nerves, don't it?
No, I quite enjoy it because it's like shit. Them be the best kind of conversation because you get a chance to see a person thought process, laugh, and then, like I said, just get a chance to, just unpack some shit.
True, but I don't want it to come across like, you know what I mean? Like my need for more than just surface level conversations. Like I don't want that to become I wouldn't want it to become a like, God damn, can we keep it light sometimes? Because we do keep it light. It's hella light for a large part of it. It's just that I don't know. It just always conversations be having so many loops and turns for me, but they always end up on some deep shit. That might be, you might be like, God damn, just today no talking.
I'm gonna say nah, it's fine because like I said, that's life in general. Shit, life like a roller coaster. It'll come out straight line, and before you know, you loop the fucking loop up, down, deep, turn, curve, and then before you know, he's like, this nigga, this gonna ever end?
I feel like I'm about to derail at this very moment, but I'm still smiling.
I about to say,
smoke a pre-roll, smoke a black and mild, and act like I wish I had a fire thing behind me right now, just because that's what the fuck. Like, hey, everything, is happening, but I'm still smiling. I'm Antoine Fisher. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm still here.
I'm gonna say that I know you don't, like you said, you want to be in your soft girl era, but I'd say that's a testament to the strength of character that you have. Like I said, most people, and I even say for me, when I have my moments like feeling overwhelmed, it's like, man, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, you know me. I'm a waterhead. I'm a cry. I will cry in a heartbeat. I will cry from happiness. I will cry from anger. I will cry from sadness. Like I don't mind crying. I don't like to cry, but baby, it will at the drop of a hat. So right now,
yeah,
with the help of a little pre-roll, I'm doing pretty good.
I would say usually somebody hit you with the help of the Lord. Like Lord provided the good old wacky tobacco.
Well, him too, and it's not wacky, it's legal. I got this. This came from I was about to lie and say a dispensary, but I don't do no lying. I got it from the local gas station, so it's legal in a sense because they also gamble in some local gas stations. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I would say keep that shit on the wraps.
That's common here in Atlanta. That's common.
I about to say that happened a couple times here in Tennessee, but then the folks came and then that shit was all on the news, and then people got their head down and goddamn slot machines just being carried out. It's like, y'all will knock anybody hustle.
They will, because I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, it is what it is. The one I'm talking about, like, they got a privacy wall. They ain't like the hood. They fancy. They like, y'all want to go back there and do this illegal shit? We got you covered. We make money, you make money. I need to go up there.
Be like this. Shh, be quiet. No, don't speak too loud.
What you think will happen if I go up there?
I can say gamble. That's what I said. I ain't gonna say I'm a gambler per se, but because it's like it's always
no gambler.
You playing against the odds, and like I said, I read a book that
I ain't finna go up there and just play it real big though. You know, I would just wanna. But I'm listening. You read a book?
Well, I read an audio book, and it had some
you
shit
didn't read
on
an audio book. You listened to an audio book, but go ahead.
How about I say, let me have my moment of reading.
Go ahead, cause we all our subject at this point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But pretty much it was a story about this dude how figured out how to rig slot machines. So he told his whole family, and that's where his first mistake was, telling his cousin, because his cousin is like his brother, but this nigga's in the street. He's a gangster, and he do everything extra to the 10th degree. Like he literally has like, nigga, think smart. Like, we need to be more strategic. And then with him telling his cousin, then his auntie find out, and his cousin mama. And then, strange enough, the whole family get caught by this crooked police officer that worked in the gambling thing. And the whole setup is smart as hell, because it deals with his phone and like the Bluetooth connection. And like I said, I don't know if somebody actually tried this shit, because trust me, if somebody tries this shit for real, they probably would have got rid of all them goddamn slot machines, or made it be like they got some type of MF thing or some type of cellular blocker.
Yeah, like the little blocker things.
Yeah, anytime you go into a casino, like nobody phone working in there. You can't even get a phone, take a picture, or shit, make a call. But it's one of them things. It's like, if something like that, you know, ingenious, like you could figure some shit out like that. I would say, it ain't when you gonna do it. It's gonna be how long can you do it before either one or two things happen. You get found out, because one thing that you can't do is hit these bigger jackpots multiple times at different casinos, because then somebody gonna start asking the question like, how the hell is this guy so lucky?
Right.
And once that happens, then you got a shit ton of people all in your business.
Yeah, I think I would just do it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I hit for what I need to hit for, so I can take that money and go do what I need to do elsewhere, or the right way.
Yeah.
I don't think I would just be, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I would just use that trick at random, but I wouldn't just keep doing it, right? Like, I wouldn't travel to different casinos and do it, and I wouldn't just keep doing it. And if I am going to travel to another casino, like I said, I would let some time go by.
Yeah.
Before I did it, because I would just, like I said, I would, if I'm that smart, then that means I could probably control the odds, or you know, the amounts that I'm getting, right? So yeah, I'm gonna make that hit count, and I'm gonna take that shit and go do some legal shit with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I need a little more, you know what I'm saying, to float me or whatever, depending on what this plan is, just, you know, the legal plan is, or the legal, maybe somewhere else or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somewhere far, far away land, do it again. I don't know, but I wouldn't just keep doing it. I just wouldn't, because you lighten it up all over the place.
Yeah. Well, that story and that kind of segue into the topic of the episode, because overall, he did this because of the responsibility of wanting to provide for his family, making sure that his wife, his mother, his, like, everybody he loves. So it's just that responsibility as a black man to not just be a provider, but also be competent in a way where you are a resource to the people that you love and the people that surround you. So I would say the reason why I said that resonated with me, because that's one of those feelings that I say I can resonate with as a black man. I don't like feeling helpless or feeling incompetent where I can't help myself or the people I love. Because I guess one thing that I learned from my grandfather, and just watching my grandfather, just the man that he was, I even said that at his funeral, he was a man without excuse. And you can take that how you want. Like, if he had to do something in the street or do some shit that ain't on the side of legal, he would, because he wanted to make sure that me, my brothers, my mama, and my grandmama, he wanted to make sure that we all was straight and ate. And like I said, and that's something I always respect about my grandfather. He was truly a man without excuse. He didn't make no excuse. If he fucked up, it's just what it was. I fucked up. You know, he didn't make no mistake. Well, somebody did this. He'd be like, he owned up, like, I fucked up. I lost a certain amount of money or whatever, or the play I was trying to make didn't pan out the way I thought it was. You know, and you know, like I said, that was one of the things that I learned from my grandfather just by watching him. And then one thing he always used to tell me and my brothers, he like, it's hell being a man. And I never used to understand that, because I always thought, you know, when you the man, you get to come and go as you please and do what you want. But it's like, as I got older and got grown and boyfriend, husband, and those different things, it's like you start really seeing the magnitude and the responsibility of, you know, being a man. And then on top of it, being a black man in this country,
Right.
that's an extra ounce of bullshit and stress that
More than an ounce.
yeah, like a couple tons at most of bullshit that's added to you. But it's one of them things is just like, I understand from the character in that book, because I feel the same way. If I found a way like that, I'm gonna be more strategic on not telling nobody. It'll just be something about if I'm doing it, because that's the one thing I've always said. If I'm doing some shit, I'm doing it by myself, because the likelihood if I get caught or if I get away with it, you know, it's all just me.
Right.
So,
Or shit, for the likelihood if you get away with it, like you don't want nobody, you don't want to bring nobody else in that's gonna probably just mess you up in the first place.
yeah.
Mess you up all real, you know, some people don't know how to shut up.
Yeah, not just that, but just don't know how to.
Some people be greedy.
Yep, exactly. Well, like
jealous.
Exactly. And just like I said, just don't know how to be low key. And like I said, that was one of them things that just made me think about it, because it's like, as a man and then as a black man, it's like you have that sense of you don't want to be useless. Like, you want to be competent. You want to be, and I ain't gonna say a money bag, but you want to be a resource to the people you love and care for. Because again, if mama's sick and hurting, the baby's sick and hurting, your lady's sick and hurting, you just can't, like, any man that really love his family, that shit hurts our soul to see the people we love and care for in a position and we can't help it, or it ain't shit that we really can do.
Right.
So, not to take my granddad's word, but being a man is a certain level of hell. And then being a black man in this country is definitely extra tons of hell and bullshit. But at the same time, we do it with stress, and we make it look easy to a certain degree. But I will say that shit is elite mode. Like, if we're playing a video game, this shit is on the hardest level from the fucking gate.
I can agree with that. But I don't disagree with anything you said, actually. So there's that. But yeah, I can agree with that for sure. Like, it is for y'all. Just especially depending upon the family dynamic growing up. You know, whether or not your mom and your dad were there, whether or not, what kind of person your dad was, what kind of person your mom was, and I've often heard, most little black boys get told, like, you can't cry, you can't feel.
Yeah.
You can't be sensitive to anything.
Yeah, I didn't get that directly from my dad. I would say I got that more from my brother in a sense. But
no, but that's what I'm just saying, just depending upon the dynamic and how you were raised. Like, that's why I said they get told. I didn't say by who.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, like different people have again different dynamics. Some people grow up with more people in the house, you know,
Yeah.
or yeah. But I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I would say yeah, the dynamic of definitely like I said being society and then certain family members. Yeah, you talk. You gotta be strong. Like quit crying. Don't be no sissy. Pick it.
Right.
Pick yourself up. You get knocked down, you get back on your feet. And then it's like, you know, not until you get to a certain point where you're vulnerable or you get to a certain age or just a different environment where you feel like you can unpack that shit, you can take that shit off. Like kind of go back to the Atlas illustration. It's like having the weight of the world on your shoulders and you lock down to it. Like you ain't got no choice but to carry this shit. With tears in your eyes, like you can voice your frustration, but at a certain point they gonna be like, quit bitching, cause now you voicing your opinion start to turn into complaining to some people. But
Right.
but like I said, with being a black man, I'm proud. I'm proud to be a black man. I would just wish one thing is just our community of black men, we love on each other more in the sense of having brotherly love. Like, yeah, speak life into your brother. If he fucking up, tell him he fucking up. And also let's not keep knowledge. If you know somebody who trying to do something, don't try to hold them to a degree of like, oh, you gotta pay me or I ain't gonna tell you shit. Like reach one, teach
Right.
one.
Well, you gotta go get it out of the mud. I did.
Yeah. And then, like I said, some people, yeah, they have to get it out the mud because that's just how God designed them. That's their mindset. Other people ain't like that, and you can't hold it to a certain standard where you measure another man body on your standard, your personal shit. Just because you choose to walk the hard road, that's you. Not everybody gonna walk the hard road. And for me, my thing is, I've always been like, I don't mind working hard, but I want to work smarter versus working harder.
Right.
So for anybody else, they'll be like, oh, you trying to take the pussy way out. No, I'm just choosing. I want to use my intellect to figure this shit out versus tearing down my body. Because me
Right.
tearing down my body gonna tear down my mental, and then ain't none of that shit gonna be good.
Yep. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with this statement.
Yeah, so and really, and I ain't gonna just say a black man, but I think that's just black people in general, women and men. We all are set to this standard because of the world, the country, other ethnicities. We always got that standard of, oh, we strong, we can take anything. Well, they can do anything. Oh, they can move mountains. Yeah,
And
we
but don't want to have to keep doing it.
Yeah, we can, but we don't really want to. Like, it's just some bullshit. It's like if we playing hot potato. Y'all got the hot potato, then threw it to me. I ain't got no choice but to catch it at this point because you done threw it to me. And like I said, most of us are solid in the sense of we don't want to bring some bullshit to somebody else. That's what, even as a people, if you look throughout history, black people have never committed a genocide towards another ethnicity. Now, we'll infight like a motherfucker. Every race do. It's just it ain't put on the big screen or it ain't publicized in the sense like they do us. But it's
Right.
just everybody got their infighting. Everybody got their ignorant group of people. You got the smart intellectual group of people. Like how I look at, like they'll say niggas. Every race got niggas. You got some ignorant ass people in every ethnicity. So
Dead poet.
So I would say, just to kind of sum it up, well, not sum it up, but being black and being a black man is beautiful, but it's challenging at some points.
It's a beautiful bastard, huh?
Yeah, like Singleton.
You're right. That was my point. Pun intended. Like, yeah. I can't, I won't want the show to go into something else, but yeah, like I feel you. I'm not a man, but I always say I operate more heavily in my masculine just because I was raised like that. So
Yeah.
I get it in a sense of the knowing, like, people feel like because y'all are black men that like you'll just figure it out. Like either you're gonna figure it out or you won't. You either gonna make it or shit, you gonna end up institutionalized or dead, or like, not often do people think about y'all for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that whole the part that fucks me up the most about it is just that crazy mindset that y'all not supposed to feel nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all not supposed to have emotion. Everybody got emotion. Like,
Yeah.
and then when most of y'all reach some type of breaking point, however that looks, whatever that means for you, then everybody looking at y'all like, send them to jail. You need to leave. Like, like, and it's usually the harshest thing ever. And it's sad because everything like everything holds hand with the next. Like everything is intertwined in some sense, right? So for you to sit here and tell this black man to go out, work hard, don't feel nothing, provide by any means necessary, just be a fucking robot, be a machine, damn it, but also go get a wife and raise a family. How, Sway?
Yeah.
Because women definitely come equipped with emotion, all sorts of emotions and hormones and shit that we don't even want. We didn't ask for this now, okay? I can't even speak on behalf of nobody else. I can't. I didn't want it. I didn't want it, and I really strive to be less of a problem, okay? But it's certain feminine shit that I just can't avoid out here. But yeah, all of that to say, y'all gotta come. They want y'all to come deal with that too, on top of everything else. And it's like, but how that work? Cause you telling this man not to feel any of that shit, but go get the one thing that has all of it and figure it out.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a goddamn terrible juggling act. It's like, shit, if you ever been to a circus and a tightrope, so you pretty much telling me to walk on a tightrope with the rope on fire, juggling a whole ton of shit with no safety net under me, and get from one end to the next, and do it without fucking sweating. Like, do it and be a master at it. I'm like, something gonna fall. Everything I'm juggling, something gonna have to fall.
Something about, nigga. Something about, like, what? It looks like Squid Games out this bitch. It's not funny. It's really not funny, but I'm just saying that it look like Squid Games out this bitch. Like,
yeah,
bruh.
And that's just like I said. We just talking about like the mental aspect, the social programming of just how you should be as a man or a black man, just the shit in community. Not even just talking about the shit with dealing with motherfuckers in the community and motherfuckers outside of the community. So for me, I ain't gonna say being a black man where I realized being a black man was a problem, but I realized at a young age that even when I'm a little boy, I was still treated as a grown ass man. I'll never forget as a kid, and when I was a kid I used to want to be a cop, but I never forget there was this, and this was, I want to say this other cop, this dude, he was a black cop. I never forget as a kid that, he ain't like my older brother, and he trying to intimidate and do a whole bunch of bullshit. But I never forget he pulled a gun out on my brother and me, because I was walking with my brother, and he pretty much told me like he could kill my brother and write it off in paperwork. And I ain't gonna lie, from that very moment, that's when I understood fuck the police and what that meant. And that became a part of, not just my aesthetic, but my being, because it's like, they don't value my life and I'm a little boy and you treat me like I'm a fucking man.
Right.
and and again, that was a run-in with the police that wasn't even directed towards me. It was directed to my older brother.
Right.
You know, fast forward years later, I'm grown. You know, same thing. I'm a black man in a car. These two white polices pull me over. I just got off of work from Domino's. So I'm sweaty, I'm hot, it's the summertime. I got a piece in the back. Only thing I'm guilty of is not having my fucking seatbelt on. But even then, my car is in order. I got insurance. I don't got no tint or nothing like that. And pull me over and then just give me a whole bunch of bullshit questions. Like, do you got a little weed on you? You got a roach? You know a roach? Yeah, I know what the fuck a roach is, but do I got one? And even then, am I gonna tell you I got one? And then like, you can smell the car. And like, and then after, and then this around the time I think Jay-Z came out with that song and he was talking about probable cause. Like, they ain't got the right to search your shit. So I at least have that knowledge that y'all ain't finna get in my car. I'm not giving consent for you to look through my car, because with these lines of questions, how I don't know you got a roach on you.
Right. That's the first thing that crossed my mind. Like, you finna toss me? You done tossed one in here?
Yeah, and then he's, you know, he get his partner, and then I'll never forget the partner. He gonna go on the passenger side of the car, and you know, and they get in that position where he trying to pull his pistol, and then he's like, well, we'll just call the dogs. And at this point, I'm like, you can call the dogs, you can call your supervisor, whoever. All they gonna smell is my sweaty ass and this pizza. That's all that dog gonna smell. Not even be funny. And I never forget, I was upset. I was pissed off to my core. And by the time I get home, I told my mom.
Rightfully so.
I told my mom and my dad. And my dad, he was just relieved. He was just, I'm just happy that you home, you safe and sound. And my mom was just like, more or less like, you should have complied. And I got so angry because like, why do I gotta act like I'm a criminal and I'm not a fucking criminal? I'm just a dude working and going to school. I'm a college student at this point, so I'm a fucking college student. It's the summertime. I'm working. And I'm like, I'm not finna lower myself and allow myself to be treated like a fucking criminal just so these jackasses can do their job in the sake of doing their job. And then, you know, and then
which really wasn't doing your job, because you didn't really have a reason to pull me over in the first place.
And then my thing is this. If I had a violation, just give me the ticket for not having my seatbelt on. I'll eat that. I gotta take accountability. I didn't have my seatbelt on. But even then, it's just a line of questions like you know, if you got a little weed on you, you know, I ain't gonna take you to jail. Like, ain't nothing gonna happen. Like, that's just a small end. Like, I don't got no weed. But you said you ain't got no drugs in the car, but you didn't say weapons, sir. Only thing that could be deemed as a weapon in this car is a jack, the jack iron thing to jack the fucking car up. And that shit is in the trunk. So it's just the line of questions, and then just the overall experience of it is just like, it's like y'all add the rage that black men feel towards law enforcement or just the whole world or this country. Cause like, even when we at our best or we not doing shit, y'all still come fucking up with us. You treat us like our lives don't matter. Like, we ain't got people that love us and waiting for us to come home.
Right.
And like I said, going back to being a black man, it's beautiful, but it's also difficult as shit, and it's enraging to a certain degree.
I believe it. Cause to just be pulled over and questioned without any probable cause is that's angering in itself. It's just like, so basically I ain't got no rights.
Pretty much. And the real kicker that was even worse is when I went to the Internal Affairs place here in Memphis. I had two, not just one, but two black people, a man and a woman. These motherfuckers old enough to be my uncle and auntie, tell me that the questions that I got weren't racially biased.
That the questions you got were not racially advised.
Racially biased. That him asking me about weed and all this.
Oh, that wasn't racially biased. Because it kind of lagged on my side for a second.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so if I was a 200-pound, 300-pound white boy named Jimmy or Hunter, I would have got the same questions.
It's not funny, but right.
So yeah, so it's just like just looking at everything and just looking at the world and just like I understand what my grandfather said in the sense it's hell being a man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
I wouldn't want it.
yeah, I would say it look like I said having a dick look good on paper, but
Well, I said have a penis. That's what I said. Okay, that's what I said. For the sake of the show, I'm gonna say penis. So yeah, I just said that. I didn't say. I never said I wanted to go out there and experience that shit like the day in the life. I ain't say that. I ain't say that. Never said that. But however, yeah, like no, I don't. I would no. I'm barely look. I'm having a hard time surviving being a black woman. I don't wanna. I don't want to add to or decrease. And might I add, I feel like I'm just an officiated black man anyway. Okay. I'm an officiated black man. I done been my man, her man, his man. Like I done been the man. Okay. So with these, here go my balls. So I and I got an extra pair of ovaries. Okay. Listen.
so you got big nuts.
I don't know about those kinds, but yeah, I do. These, yeah, I do. They not big. They just would be considered big if they were. Anyway, stay on subject. So yeah, I feel you. Okay, because I've experienced that same type of being pulled over that you experienced as well by myself in a car at night by the police. Once by a black man that pulled me over just like that in a Jeep that you could see clean into. I had just got the Jeep, old Jeep too. What was it? 2000 or something. It was an old Jeep. You could see clean in it like a fishbowl. Had just bought it from somebody. My ex had just bought it from somebody rather. It was cleaned out pretty much, like nothing was in there. I just started driving the damn thing. On top of that, I had just left the gas station. I shouldn't have been out at night, but I wasn't doing nothing. I was going over to a friend's house, and I stopped at the gas station, and just so happened I left the lights on because the lights was like I had to do the lights on that Jeep was manual, and so I forgot to turn them off when I went to the gas station. When I came out to pump my gas, I was like, oh shit, that was perfect. I left the damn lights on, but it gave me a chance to see that my damn tag light is working. My tail lights was both working, like everything was working. I was like, it gave me a perfect chance to check on my lights. And since they was on, I walked around the whole vehicle. I looked at the tail lights, the tag light, and my headlights to make sure everything was everything. And then when I pulled off, I wasn't even a mile up the road. I went through one light and got to a stop sign, and this nigga came out of nowhere. And I mean, just immediately went into this. First of all, now I feel like that was a racially biased comment or statement that he made or question that he posed to me. He flashed the light all through my vehicle before actually coming to approach me on the passenger side. So you can see all in the back and everything. Nothing was back there except for a pipe that I used to have to use that the man gave me with the truck to keep the back up because the hydraulics was out. That's all that was in my truck and the spare. And this man asked me, once he did his once around, did I have any dead bodies in the car? And I had to look at him. I had to like really look at him because I'm like, he joking. That man his face was stern as fuck, and I'm looking at him like, that was a serious question. And I'm like, are you a funny motherfucker? And do people really answer that question?
Well, shit, ain't no way you can really answer because you fuck either way if you answer. Like,
right. I'm just like,
the face usually is like this. Are you fucking serious? Are you dumb? I'm about to say,
cause I
like, sir, be fucking for real.
And then I told you that now the second time I got pulled over because my tail light was out though on that Suburban, driving a '99 Suburban on some 26-inch rims, and coming home from work at the hospital fully dressed in scrub cap, scrub jacket, t-shirt with the company name. Work bag even had the company name on it. My badge was still affixed to my scrub, my jacket or whatever. I had my window down. I was smoking a Newport, like I always do. I always smoke me a port on the way home. So when I go in the house, I'm in the house for the night. That's it. I'm riding home, minding my business, got my little music on. And I was having problems with my taillight. I knew I was having problems with my taillight, but I was in the process of getting it fixed. Like I had already scheduled an appointment. Like I had changed the bulb myself, and that wasn't what was wrong with it, because like it worked for a minute, then it went back out. But of course, I was out when I realized that it wasn't working, and that it was something other than just my bulb.
Yeah.
So it's too late now. I got to get back home.
Yeah.
So I still just drove safely, did what I do. Got to my not my last turn, but the turn into my area, and I signaled anyway. No cops in sight. Soon as I busted that turn, they pulled me over at a church. No lights, no nothing, and they did that same shit to you. To me that they did to you. I didn't even see the second officer when he crept up. It was just the one man when I first got there, and I just heard him got my ex and her son on the phone, like, just sit on the phone, I'm getting pulled over, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this shit be crazy. I'm not a black man, but I totally understand. I've seen the things.
Yeah.
So I fully agree that this is ass. No, I didn't. I never said I wanted to be a man. I got enough of a idea. Okay, I don't want to be a man. 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 I don't I don't even want to be a woman. I don't know what I want to be, but black is lovely and beautiful and everything. But it's just like either way it goes, like whether you a woman or a man.
It's tough.
Hell yeah. I don't want it, but I damn sure I don't want to be nobody, man. Nah, man. So and I know I told you people always want to make me out to be the he-man woman man hating something, whatever. I'm trying to do the reverse, but I done smoked, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not. It's quite the opposite. I have boys. They're not boys. They're grown men, but they will always be my boys, my baby boys. Okay, and with that being said, hell, they had a hard time. They themselves had a hard time coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and they daddy had a hard time with each other, so that made it hard for me to be there, which made it harder on them. I regret that every day. Okay, so on the farthest thing, and even knowing that I was sexually assaulted by, potentially anyways, because we still finding it out. But even if I found out that it was a man, the fact that men do that, I mean, hell, women do that too though, but I'm just saying, like, I still don't have any hatred in my heart for black men. I totally sympathize, for real. Like, it makes me the saddest. Like, which murder was that really just took me out at that point? It was when I mean everything was happening. I can't remember which one it was. I wanna think it was George Floyd. I think that was it. I was already sad that there was so many people going down, right? But this particular death, like that day I sat at home and I cried. And I felt like, wow, damn, like I didn't understand where that emotion was coming from. But at that point, it's like you get sick of seeing that shit for real. Like, it's just so easy for y'all to go out and do this.
Yeah.
To these men, and it's so systematic. Like, if we take away the black man, then the black woman can't have him neither. That means she got to step up and she got to be all the things.
Yeah.
Taking the black man away from it, that weakens the system, that weakens the foundation. Hell yeah, we're gonna torment them every chance we get, and we're gonna justify it every single time.
Yeah,
I cried for a whole day about that.
I ain't
And I
gonna.
wanted so badly to do something. I wanted to get something together, to have something. You know what I'm saying? Some type of rally, some type of something. But I cried about that.
I did too because it was like after George Floyd, I think it was just like another stuff just back to back. And like I was even telling my job at the time, like I need a day off because I'm mentally I'm afraid to leave home. And then this the time I was living in Murfreesboro, and Murfreesboro is a pretty, family oriented town, but it's definitely more catered to, white
The other
people,
persuasion.
and it's diverse. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I'm seeing on the news and worldwide black men old enough to be my dad, my uncle, grandfather, men old enough to be my friends, little brothers, or whatever the case, losing their life when life should be guaranteed in the sense where, like I said, getting pulled over with a cop by a cop shouldn't end with you having 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 10 and 20 damn rounds in your body, especially if you complying. And then
Right.
again with George Floyd, the reason why I think that was just so it was so more painful because it was a live execution caught in real time on camera. It's like you damn near at the level of calling it a snuff film at this point. It's just,
Yeah, it was hard to watch.
yeah. And then like I said, just to see him, cry out for his mama. And then even the whole thing that happened here in Memphis with Tyree Nichols, that was painful to watch. And again, it hurt even more because it's like it's black men against another black man. And for y'all to, and again, it's just that thing. And I guess like you go back to that concept, everybody that's skin folk ain't kinfolk. But it's heartbreaking to know that y'all are black men. Like any other town, any other place in the world, well shit, even 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, you being a black man in a law enforcement office, you could have still been treated the same damn way. And it's just the thing that hurts the most is like, why was there no level of grace towards another black man? Because that easily could be you getting ganged up on and motherfuckers hitting you and beating you half to death. And
It's been
again,
going on forever.
and then it's just the sad and shameful part of it is y'all did this shit in a black city like Memphis, and y'all black men and killed another black man. That's another reason why that shit went global like it did, because everybody just in disbelief. Is like, really, y'all did this to another black man? When I ain't gonna say we all understand the same struggles of black men, but we damn near can say we've experienced certain shit that we can all agree, oh, that was some bullshit. From somebody fucking up our hairline to, just, going to school, certain music, just how we are perceived in certain spaces. Like, we damn near, I ain't say we all live in the same existence, but we damn near could have a conversation and somebody can check some shit off. We can check each other boxes to a certain degree.
Yep.
And that forever will be a stain on Memphis and them men. And they can, you can change your face, your whole identity, shave your head, grow your beard out, whatever. Your ass gonna forever be known as a black man killer. You killed another black man. You men got together and beat this man to death.
I'm listening to you. I muted myself because McKinley needed help, and I didn't want I just didn't know what was going to be said, so I didn't want the conversation. I didn't want it to be interrupted. So.
I about to say the little artists. We always welcome the little artists. I about to say
Artist is always welcome.
I about to say I'm gonna need to work on a McKinley break. Have like her little sound.
She just said the baby bummer whistle when she entered the room.
Mm-hmm.
You are the baby.
Your baby, not the real baby.
My baby is a real baby. Here, child, go put your blanket on. She talking about I'm not a baby. To mom, you're a baby. Not the baby. You are the baby. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, bye. Sorry.
I was about to say that was a wise moment from the baby bomber, the little artist.
Whoo, I'm gonna drop off in Memphis. She said she ain't going though. She told me ain't about taking another 4 hour ride, a 4 hour long ride to Memphis. I'm like, be glad it was only 4 hours.
I about to say, yeah, that drive to Texas gonna be a lot longer. She had to go to Texas.
Who's going there? Who said that?
I'm just saying, like, if she think Memphis was a hell of a ride, I can assure her a drive to Texas is definitely a lot worse.
Okay, but I'm just asking who mentioned Texas though. Who said anything about who's going to Texas?
I'm just thinking.
Why is Texas in the book? Like,
I'm just thinking somewhere far away that's equally far away from you and me.
we could. We ain't going to Texas though.
That's good. We ain't gotta worry about that.
We don't.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, now by the stroke of luck, some miracles begin to unfold and happen in my life. Then yeah, we probably will. We probably could. I will, baby. The right stroke of luck happened for me. We'll run a Sprinter van and come pick you up and go on to Texas. Sure will. Cause this Sprinter van is going to have a driver. So all we gotta do is sit back and relax. Everybody legs can move. Nothing need to be swelling up, you know. Movement can be had, yeah. But anyways, back on subject. So yeah, sir. I totally empathize with the black man, and stop telling people that I said I want to be a man. I don't want to be a man. I just wanted to understand what it's like to have male appendages. Is that the right word? I think it is.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said some real inappropriate things, actually. I never said that I just needed to experience being a man. I just wanted to experience what it's like to have a member.
Well, I was
Because y'all make it seem so great.
I'm gonna say it is great, but it comes with a lot of heavy weight behind it.
Pause.
I'm just saying it's like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility.
Because if she come back in here one more time, I'm gonna scream. But anyway, because I got me missing everything that's being said. But yeah, I just want to just experience the, like, because y'all make it seem like it's just the best thing since sliced bread and wearing gray sweatpants and all of that stuff. So, but I don't want to be. And if I'm gonna be a man, I want to be a single man. I want to be a fine ass single man with a lot of money. I ain't fucking no bitches. I don't want no wife. I want to fuck them kids. No. I don't want no problems. Matter of fact, I might even move out the country. I don't want no women. I don't want nothing. Don't touch me. I may sexually at this point. Like, nah. I don't want to be a man. I would never want to be a black man. All praises to y'all for real, but I'm saying I wouldn't make it. Just like I never would have made it as a slave.
That's real.
I never would have made it as a slave, baby, because I'm forever bucking the system. I just might be from Memphis for real. Memphis ain't bluffing. Me neither. Like, it's so much shit. Nah, baby. No, baby. A man? A black man? Who the fuck? I never said that. I love y'all, though. For real. Y'all hot shit. I wonder what I would look like as a man though. I'd probably be ugly.
Nah, I gotta say you get you a chin strap or a goatee and grow out a beard, and then like I said with locks too.
You sound real gay over there, like yeah, niggas. Get that shit strap.
And this is another thing about being a black man. You can't give a motherfucker a compliment, nigga. It'd be like nigga, that's gay.
That's real gay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Riley.
You looking real unfamiliar, granddad. Like the fuck? Like you put me together real quick. Chin strap, got dreadlocks.
I'm just throwing that shit out there.
I'm fucking with you, but if I ever found out you was down low, oh boy.
Oh fuck no. Like you, like I said,
Nothing would be wrong with that. Disclaimer: nothing would be wrong with that. But I'm just saying, in our situation, there would be something wrong with it because
I can assure you, and I ain't knocking nobody. That's your lifestyle. That's your business. But ain't nothing another man can do other than just some Carfax or some cologne. Outside of that, we ain't got shit to talk about beyond that.
not nothing.
We can talk about anime and other shit, but talking about let's like I like you, you like me. Fuck no. Like I say all the time, and I'ma go on record. This might be controversial. Ain't nothing better than pussy, and anything that's greater than that, God had to keep them for itself. I'm going on record and say that.
I swallowed a piece of ice. Thanks a lot. So I hope I don't have no family, so I can kill this. I hope you ain't got nobody elderly or nothing watching this. Cause look what you just said. So that's in there. Prego, it's in there. You done said it now.
I'm gonna say, yeah, they might be shocked, but they know I ain't lying.
I'm just reminding you. We're on air.
Somebody be like, you need to leave. I just say, just don't play this at work or out loud without your headphones.
Don't never play me on nothing without headphones in. Not a FaceTime, not a voice call. Yeah, don't even put a text message of mine. I'm almost always gonna say something inappropriate. I be trying. Okay? But here at the Whatabummer Podcast, we're all about self-expression. And if a cuss word or two got to be flung around, but then by golly gosh damn it, you better say that. You say that shit with conviction, okay? Get it off. Get it off.
Yeah, but like, frankly, ma'am, I don't give a damn.
That part.
Well, I about to say, to sum it up, it's been a great episode. Like I said, you know, shout out to all the black men, black brothers, you know, black little boys, old men. You know, shout out to all my brothers and my friends. I love y'all black men. Keep y'all head up. Know I love y'all. You know, like, love the black women, love our mothers and our sisters, because like we can't exist without y'all. So I about to say, I guess shit, I about to say, I can't think of no other recommendations other than everything else that I mentioned in the previous episode.
Recommendations
I
for
guess,
TV shows and stuff.
yeah. Well, I guess to play on the previous episode. If you a black man, don't be out here trying to have 2 and 3 women. Just be a one woman man. Just keep it simple. Cause as a black man, we deal with enough shit, and I don't want to see another black man killing himself working to death or falling out from a goddamn heart attack cause you got 1 and 2 and 3 women fussing at your ass cause you done some dumb shit.
He's just gonna go out and get number 3. What?
I about to say, and to that black man that's choosing to go get a number 3 and 4, and you ain't even got 1 and 2 straight. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid, brother. Go sit your ass down.
Some people don't learn. Some people don't just learn. You know, they gotta fall on their face.
Yeah, I guess so. But
Okay. Stop with the dead silence.
I would
Keep
say
it moving.
that's all I got. But I would say thank you everybody for checking out another episode of Water Bomber Podcast. Again, shout out to our faithful few. Thank you to everybody that's been subscribing and listening and checking us out on YouTube. We appreciate the support. Y'all just continue to support us and watch out for what we got going. Again, shout out to the hostess with the mostest, Yaya. She's the architect of the Water Bomber Podcast and the clothing brand. Like, we working on getting some stuff set up so y'all can check out the merch and just support the brand.
Click the link in my bio on my TikTok page.
Yeah, and shout out to just our supporters, our friends, family, everybody that's rocking with us on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. We appreciate y'all support. And from one black man to all my black men, brothers, black women, and family and sisters, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And thank you for checking us out. We'll check y'all out next week.
Love y'all. You went the wrong way. Love y'all. Till next time.
Peace.